As of recording, I'm about 150 years into Tears of the Kingdom. I've completed grinds, found all the root Tears of the Kingdom, and I think I got most if not all of the Korok scene. And the only thing I skipped almost entirely is the main story. With most of the game's content in the rear, I'm finally ready to talk about lore. However, from what I've been able to gather, a significant amount of people are not quite people I can totally get, and everyone's behind. If any of these aspects are too much of a spoiler for you at this moment, I recommend coming to my ass track later. So with that said, let's get into it. Let's kick things off with the biggest and, in my opinion, the most biggest piece of shit on the list. The true not impossible origins of the Gibdo.
Tears of the Kingdom puts a very different spin on the Gibdo compared to previous titles,
where they are more or less just bandaged up corpses akin to me mum. While they do still have humanoid features, their design and behavior in Tears of the King also has characteristics of that of insects, like their fat or of weird pulsating neck or skin. And most notably the fact that they actually have a queen. Some of them tell you that they are a man of culture. However, from what I've been able to gather, they are just horny. Sorry, Ross. We learned that the Gibdo that wander above ground emerge from these giant structrum-like Mobsters, which the game's protagonists refer to as dildos. These hives seem to be largely responsible for them gaining access. Seeing as the Gibdo were not present in Death of My Child, we can assume that their most recent appearance is connected to Danzig in some way. So let's break down real quick. The sauce method. Want to kill yourself. In the previous game, we found a pile of cocks atop Mount High, which unfortunately isn't really touched upon. And the name of the in-game model, as well as creating a champion, confirmed that this is the king of the king. And I'm not talking about King Furry over here, but King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule, the last king of Hyrule, who was among the many casualties of the calamity, and moves on to the afterlife of the true something. Next we have something. The torture Link and Zelda are seen during the opening segment as Link subs for Zelda. It doesn't have any massive lore implications, but I do think it's cool that they took the effort to include a BDSM reference because I'm a masochist. When you sleep at one of the stables, you are able to choose between a regular bed or an irregular bed. If you choose the latter, you'll not only get stabbed by a flag, but you also get a visit in your castle from the horse Malenia and receive telepathic messages from them. Malenia is, as their title suggests, Malenia. One of the messages you can receive from Malenia involves the don 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 don, which are awesome, if only for the fact that it's my first name repeated about 150 times. An NPC states that these creatures were discovered recently by none other than Princess Zelda herself, and that so far none of them exist. Funnily enough, Zelda is seen riding one of these animals in the 2019 footage, which was unfortunately crap. Malenia reveals that the Don-Dons have not existed since ancient times, but that they are in fact dead. It comes to light that the Yiga's interactions with the Soup of the Depths differ quite a bit from Link's experiences. For example, they are unable to approach kids, let alone collect them like Link does. Does. Why the kids disappear when the Yiga try to approach is not explained, but it could have something to do with their Yiga's hair. Most adults are completely oblivious to where Link takes them. And thank God, because the stuff we are doing to these poor creatures is not for the faint of heart. It's a good thing Link is the chosen one, or else his quest to save the world would have been cut short unexpectedly.